Hello my fellow felines, this is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to a different kind of video. Today I'm going to be doing a little tutorial video on how to use Sims 4 Studio and Sims 4 Tray Importer. Also, don't mind the background, there's a cat there. Hi Ever, say hi? No, he's like, I'm tired, go away. Don't mind my face, don't mind the background. And also don't mind background noise if there is any. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into the tutorial. So we're just going to start on Sims 4 Tray Importer since I've seen that one around more commonly. Right now we are on the home screen, and this is what you're going to see when you open it initially, though sometimes you will get a pop-up on your screen asking if you want to check for updates. And do that often, or it tends to get messed up. So check for updates whenever it offers to, and install those updates. So right here, these are just some popular downloads, or the latest downloads, not popular, and those aren't relevant, really. And then on the left-hand side, here are all of the things that are in your library. So you can sort by households, lots, and rooms. So I'm just going to click on this little household that I made, and I'm going to start off by showing you all something that I use very commonly for thumbnails, and that is getting PNGs of my Sims. So when you click on any of them, you'll be greeted with this screen like with the bigger picture of them like you would on the gallery. And down here you can see the description, when you uploaded them, and all the packs that are included, and if this was a lot size. And for households, it shows you how much their starting funds are, family size, etc. But up here we're going to go to files, and for this, they have a bunch of different files that you can look at. You can look at the general gallery image right here, or each individual sim gallery image. So when doing this, you want to go for, if you're doing the household image, go for the bigger one for obvious reasons. But with the sim gallery images, you don't get an option, which kind of sucks, but it could be worse. So say I want this picture of this pup here, and you're just going to right click and you get 3 options: show containing folder, convert to image, or replace. And a lot of people use the replace option with builds, but I'll show you that in a second. And what I'm going to do right now is just go convert to image, and then you'll get the pop-up for saving it as an image, and you can only save it as a PNG, so don't worry about that. And you can rename it, but I don't, because I just tend to save them on my desktop and not like do anything really with them, and then it's just going to be on your desktop for you to find. So next we're going to do the thing that I just mentioned with the replace option. So here I'm going to use the shell challenge that I did for Simmer Aaron, and I'm going to go into files again, and I'm going to make sure I click the right one. So I'm going to go with the biggest blueprint image here, and I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to click replace, and then we can hit open image and scroll, and I put my thumbnail on my desktop so I can find it easier, and just open that, and it's not the right size, so you can click around, but it doesn't seem it's going to fit properly. So normally if you did want to do this, you would click apply, and that's the image that would be shown on the gallery. But I'm not going to do that because EA has been having issues with that last I mentioned and heard of it. So it's a little iffy to do, but I know I've seen quite a few people that do it still. And next we're just going to go back to this household really quick to show you how I make my custom content lists. So we're going to go over on the top all the way to the right and click CC. And this is magic. I'm convinced. So this girl does have a septum ring in, and this is the full list of CC that's used, and all the red ones are ones that are used multiple times, or meshes. So yeah, Um, so here you can click on it and it'll give you like a general description of it and like the name of it. And then down here it gives you a preview and it shows you what color you've used it in, which I find helpful. And then with this, you can right click and you can either show containing folder, which is a good way to sort through your custom content, which I'm going to show you in a second. But what I do is find on Google, and 9 times out of 10, it will be one of the first like 3 results. And my Google's taking longer than it should to load, but here it is. And it's the first one to come up. It's a Pinterest link, so you're gonna have to kind of like just go through those links, but it's right here. And then I just copy, paste, and make the document. So, CC lists aren't fun, but they're doable, and much easier to do when you have Sims 4 Tray Importer. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to sort through your custom content, and we're just going to go back to this little CC tab up here, and say there was something I wanted to get rid of. Say I wanted to get rid of these tights that she has, and I assume you guys may know how to do this already, but you right click, show containing folder, and it'll show you exactly where it is, and right click again and delete, and it'll be out of your game. That's a really basic way to sort through your custom content. You just, what I often do is make a whole sim of things that I don't want in my game, and then just go through and delete everything one by one, which is time consuming but worth it, because then you get stuff you don't want out of your game, and it's easier than some of the other options. Now, I often open Sims 4 Tray Importer when I'm doing voiceovers for builds as well, because I'll be like, oh, well, it has this pack and this pack, but I don't remember what else. And like I said earlier, down in the corner, it shows you. I just realized that during this entire explanation, my face cam is covering the spot where it is, but it's in the lower right corner if any of you are interested in how much it's worth, how many floors, what size lot it's on, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, and what packs, and like what type of lot it is and everything. So I just really enjoyed that part of it. It seems to make my life a lot easier. And of course, I am going to leave the link for this and Sims 4 Studio in the description of the video. Alright, so now we are moving into Sims 4 Studio, and some of you may know that this is the program that people use to create custom content, which is one of the many things you can do with this, but I use it to sort through my custom content and put filters on my custom content. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So this will be the initial screen you come to, but here you're going to see my projects, which is for people that create custom content. And the button I always use is my CC, and you're gonna click on that, and this is your mods folder. So, I have my mods folder sorted obsessively, but I'm going to go here, and then here shows up a model. I'm actually gonna go under close because that makes more sense. And it shows up with a model of whatever sim you're trying to dress. So like if it's on an adult female, then it'll come up on an adult female. If it's on a male, then it'll show up on male, etc. But you see all the swatches over here, which is great. You see all of the flags that it can have, so you can make it male, female, blah blah blah. Color swatches, ages, fashion choice, whether you can put it on a cult, outfit type, the palette, fabric, archetype, you know. And you can also disallow for random, and like I mentioned, you can set it for outfit type, so I can unmark something for hot weather, or unmark something for hot weather, or like say I don't want it for party. And then if you wanted to do this, you would hit apply to all swatches, because what you're doing right now is only applying it to a single swatch. So you're gonna hit yes, and then it gets applied to all swatches, which is a great thing. But say I found something that I don't want, so you would just hit delete, and then it'll ask you if you're sure you want to delete this, and you can hit yes or no, and it will be gone from your game and gone from your folder. And I like this option when I want to sort through it more thoroughly, I guess I could say. Because you get to see it and see the swatches, and you can delete swatches too. So say I didn't want like this kind of pukey brown color, like you can remove that swatch and it's gone. And it's magic to me. And the controls of like moving around the sim are a little weird. You right click to move around, like you zoom in with the mouse wheel and stuff, but you have to right click to move, which is a little weird, but otherwise it's a great tool and I love it. And I'll just do an example of that filtering again. So say I don't want vampires wearing this because I feel like it's not very vampy. It's not athletic. It's not really formal. Sure, it's cold weather. It's not hot weather at all. Everyday party, sure. And then I'm going, that doesn't, teen, toddler, female, young, or not toddler. Sure, let's just go with that. And I'm going to apply the outfit type section to all swatches. So then the whole shirt will be put under those categories or taken out from those categories. And this was marked as a sweatshirt as well, so I'm just going to take that off because that's definitely not. Apply to all swatches. Yes. And then I'm going to disallow for random and apply to all swatches, and then save it just to make sure that everything went properly. And you can do this for hours. I mean, depending on how much CC you have, but I could do this for hours. And I don't know, I just really like this. I just think it's a lot easier. And yeah, I mean, I guess those are really the only things I know how to do in these two programs, but I feel like this is helpful because I definitely could have used a video on this when I was like first starting getting into CC, because I had trouble removing CC that I wanted versus CC I didn't want. And it was a little difficult for me, so that's why I decided to do this, because I figured someone else out there could see this video and be like, oh yeah, like, I don't know how to do that, let's see. And it's easier than I expected it to be initially. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful to someone, because like I said, I definitely could have used this when I first started getting into custom content. But yeah, let me know if there are any other things you want tutorials on, because I might be able to help. Probably not, because I'm not super tech savvy, but I will try my damnedest. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get going, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, friends. I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a paw parent, because I post new videos all the time. And I will see you all in the next video.